Yo, what's up YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today we're going to be using Hirofumi second place world team with Groudon, Tapu Lele, and Necrozma, Dustmane, Salamence, Umbreon, and Kangaskhan. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, highly recommend go checking them out. But otherwise, if you want to go check out Hirofumi's team report or follow him on Twitter, those will be in the description down below as well. The common question of today, as we're going to get started in just a second to find some battles, is what evolution is your favorite out of them all? And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Do you like Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, Glaceon, Umbreon, Espeon, Leafeon, and Sylveon? I think those are all of them, unless I missed one, which I don't think I did. And of course the standard Eevee. My favorite would probably be... I actually prefer regular Eevee over all of them. I just like regular Eevee's design more. And I think if I want to say which is my favorite evolution, it would be Glaceon. Just because I like shiny Glaceon a lot. I think shiny Glaceon is probably one of my favorite looking shinies. I know it doesn't look that much different, but it is actually a big factor because it was one of my only shiny Pokemon. It was like one out of the 3 only shiny Pokemon I had for a long time as a kid. So yeah. I just chose shiny Glaceon, so because I really like the color scheme. But we have our first opponent, Hanami, with a Groudon, Tapu Lele, Xerneas, Pidgeot, Venusaur, and Serena. So 2 potential Mega Evolutions. Pidgeot should be a Mega Evolution, and then we got the Venusaur, which could be a Mega Evolution, could be Sash, could be a Z move. But yeah, this looks like a bit of an obnoxious team to deal with for sure. Oh boy, here we go again. I feel like my opponent's team option is to rely on Sleep Powder. We're gonna go Necrozma, Tapu Lele, I think, have Groudon, and I think Salamence in the back. Kangaskhan doesn't really do much here, neither does Umbreon. Let's see how this goes, because this is gonna be obnoxious. It's gonna come down to Sleep Powders, how many times my opponent hits it. Maybe my opponent's just gonna look for Sludge Bomb KO to Lele so I can't get the Magic Room up, which is definitely possible. But this could be a very frustrating game. Absolutely. Maybe I should have just let Salamence something else, but I don't want to lead Salamence yet. I will lead Necrozma, Tapu Lele here against the Venusaur. Groudon, yep. Get ready for some fun, folks. I also can't tell if this is special Groudon or physical Groudon. I would assume it's going to be physical Groudon. I'm just gonna go for the burst here and probably just switch on Immense for my Lele slot, since I think keeping Lele alive is pretty important for dealing with the Xerneas. Yeah, and Salamance's Intimidate is pretty nice. It should maybe allow my Necrozma to live 3 Precipice Blades if I'm lucky. So we'll go Salamence. This also covers if my opponent decides just to Sludge Bomb the Lele turn 1, which is definitely a possibility. So let's see what my opponent does here. And I also don't want my opponent to go for Sleep Powder and a Lele turn 1, and I don't get any mileage off that. I'd rather take the first turn to sleep with Necrozma if it is going to take that first turn. Let's see what my opponent's going to do. Sleep Powder does come out, does connect, does hit my Necrozma. Wait, I just realized that Groudon's not primal. Wait, I just realized the Groudon's not primal. Is it banned? Oh, it might be banned. Precipice Blades. Okay, that's banded. That did way too much. Okay. I'm gonna go for sleep turns, and we're gonna play them out. This is gonna be unfortunate. This is very unfortunate with how this is gonna look so far. So it's banded Groudon. I didn't even realize that. I just looked at the design. I'm like, wait. Why is it regular Groudon? Sleep Powder. My opponent's hit all of them so far. No surprise there. Let's see if we can get a wake though. At least so Salamence is gonna take its first turn. Can Necrozma wake up? Okay, nice. We're able to get the Photon Geyser off. That's great. So this will bring it down to a Sash on Venusaur, which is good. Or just knock out the Venusaur, which is surprising. Critical hit did not matter at all with the Psychic Terrain up. Okay. And Precipice Blade is gonna come out once again. It has to be banned to Groudon, so I'm completely fine with how the situation is playing so far, as Necrozma does survive, which is huge. Serena can't go for feint into the Necrozma with Psychic Terrain up. Lele is gonna come out from my opponent. Ooh. Question is who you're targeting. I think he should target the Salamence slot, but I'm gonna attempt to Tailwind and Protect here. Although this could be scary actually. If the Groudon switches out into the Xerneas. Yeah, the Groudon is switching out, and I think that is Xerneas. Yeah, good play from my opponent's end. I think that means you're turning down my Necrozma slot though, at least. Or maybe you're going for Dazzling Gleam. Let's see. Let us see. It is Dazzling Gleam. If we wake up here, we're in a fantastic spot. I was not expecting to knock out the Venusaur that early in the game. Wait, what? Does Dazzling Gleam with Fairy Aura boost always KO Salamence? That could be bad. I'm gonna go Lele here, and I think I'm gonna Magic Room. Yeah, I think that's a play. Unless it's Specs on the Lele? I can't tell. I'm gonna go Groudon here, and I'm gonna Magic Room. Because I feel like you only make that play if you're Scarf. Alright, yeah, we're gonna Magic Room here. The reason we're gonna Magic Room is just it allows us to have a good chance against this team, I feel like. Because we'll Magic Room, prevent the Geomancy, we'll get rid of the Leles, I think it should be Scarf, and then we can go for like a Fire Punch, Psychic into the Xerneas the following turn, I feel like. This could be a bad game plan, I'm just not exactly too sure. Let's see. Magic Room. And let's see. It should be Scarf Lele. Gleam is still doing a lot of damage, and Geomancy does come out from the Xerneas. Okay. I'm gonna go for the Fire Punch and Psychic combination here and hope that's enough to knock out this Xerneas slot. Which I feel like it should be able to with the terrain boost, but I'm not exactly too sure. If we're faster with Lele, we should be, but it looks like the Xerneas on my opponent's side is faster. Okay. I guess there's also another problem with my plan is that if that Lele is able to get a Moonblast off in my Lele before. Just goes for Dazzling Gleam up though, okay. So that's not knocking out my Lele. Can we get a Fire Punch off into the Xerneas and pick up the KO after the Psychic? Wait, that did nothing. That Psychic did nothing. Is this bulky? Oh no, that's bulky. Terrain disappears, which is nice, but oh, that's pretty bad. I think we lose here. I think Gleam and the Psychic finishes me off, and I don't think I can win the game afterward. Xerneas gonna go for Moonblast though instead. Into Groudon? I think we lose anyway. Because I think my opponent's gonna clean up with Gleam. Yeah, that's game. No, the game plan didn't work. Unfortunate. Gleam gonna finish off my Groudon as well as the top of Lele. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Does Gleam always KO Salamence though? I know. I'm just surprised that Gleam KO'd even with the Fairy Aura boost. I know regular Moonblast would. I guess maybe since Gleam is like single target. Is it? I thought it's still weaker than single target Moonblast. Oh well. Yeah, there's absolutely no chance of winning this game, I feel like. Can I do anything? Like, I can't hope for him. Yeah, there's like no way I can win this game. Because, unless a Groudon only clicks Precipice Blades, but that's unrealistic, I think. I just don't know what he could do here. Is Magic Room a bad play? Should I just Psychic instead? But no, the Xerneas would have been charged up. I just don't know what I could really do there. I guess I had to go for like, maybe I had to go for the maybe I had to go for Psychic instead of Magic Room right there. I felt like the plan was I could knock out the Xerneas with a Psychic even after a Geomancy boost and Fire Punch, but apparently, like, no, it Psychic did less damage than I was hoping for, which is like the one problem I have with Psychic over Psyshock in general. But like, was there anything I could really do in that? I just don't know. It was lucky that Necrozma woke up, but I was actually kind of hoping that Venusaur was Sash, so I could eventually, like, I could wear down the team a bit more, so I could set up to deal with the Xerneas more effectively. But since the Venusaur just dropped immediately, my opponent was able to get in a position where Dazzle and Gleam just threatened me. Yeah, and I don't think there's much I can do. Unless Psychic knocks out Groudon, if that's like Jolly, max speed, max attack, and has no bulk. If Psychic KOs, which... not sure if it does. I feel like it's a roll. And also the Groudon would outspeed me anyway if it's Jolly. If it was Adamant, maybe I had a chance. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just led differently, because I felt like I knew Groudon Venusaur was leading. I should probably just let Salamence. I feel like Salamance's lead was better because one, I got the Intimidate off, and two, I could go for the Photon Geyser play anyway. Or I could even Tailwind up. So yeah, I think overall, if I wanted a better chance, I just had to lead differently. Like, that was the thing. And then getting the second turn. Did I take a second turn to sleep? No, I went down to Dazzling Gleam, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Alex, 1660 rating as our next opponent with a Ray Ogre team. You got Tapu Koko, Mimikyu, Incineroar, Rayquaza, Celesteal, and Kyogre. Okay. Celesteal's plus Ray Ogre's a little bit annoying, as well as the Mimikyu on this team. What I'm gonna go here. I don't like Kang in this matchup. I like Salamence a lot. I mean, should I just lead Salamence plus Necrozma, which I'm thinking of, or either Groudon plus Groudon plus Necrozma, which I think are my best leads. I think I'm gonna go Necrozma Salamence. I think it's just a safe lead in general with Groudon Lele in the back. The question is where the Z move is. Mimikyu can have the Z move, the Koko can have the Z move, or maybe it's potential double Z on this team. I gotta figure out how I'm going to position myself, because Celesteela is probably going to be the most annoying Pokemon that I'm going to have to deal with. But my opponent could just bring like Kyogre, or Tapu Koko, or Rayquaza, and Incineroar, which I think I could definitely see here. So it really just comes down to what my opponent decides is the best option. If it's Celesteela, I had to work around the Celesteela, I'm pretty sure. That's why I had to read in the report. And if it's not, I just have to get through everything else. We're going to see the Mimikyu plus the Kyogre lead here, which is an interesting combination against my Salamence and Necrozma. I wonder if my opponent would let me get the KO on Kyogre with Double Edge into Photon Geyser, since it's a max attack Double Edge here. Maybe. It's definitely a possibility. Because if I knock out Kyogre, Groudon kind of has a field day. Of course, I still have to watch out for the Rayquaza potentially. But I feel like it might be worth risking. I'm going to go for Photon Geyser and Double Edge. I'm going to see if it works. Because one, I think Incineroar could also come in too. But the thing is, the only Pokemon my opponent can knock out is the Salamence. You can't knock out the Necrozma here with Z if I just stay in my regular form. And I don't think you're going to be the Ghost CMZ, since they don't really run that, unless it's Z Destiny Bond. But we'll see. Salamence will Mega Evolve here. Kyogre just protects though. Not exactly that ideal here. Oh, it's a double protect actually. Okay. Which is fine. Which is fine. That works much better. I don't know if it's Incineroar's in the back, but I'm going to get a lot of damage into Kyogre if it doesn't switch out Incineroar for one of the slots. I'm just going to do the same thing again, because there's not really a good switch in other than maybe Celesteela, I guess. But that would mean requiring to bring the Celesteela in. Maybe it's not the safest play in the world. Maybe I just don't want to go Lele here on the Z. Maybe I should go Groudon, But I'm worried if my opponent calls and goes Ray. But I feel like it's very unlikely my opponent goes Ray here. So I think I should have just went into Groudon here. Kyogre gonna retreat. Is that Celesteela or Incineroar? Incineroar. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. I don't mind that too much. I mean, the way I'm going to deal with Kyogre, I think is going to be through Light that burns the sky anyway. I'm going to have to watch out for Rayquaza, though. Because I still don't know what Rayquaza said it is. Good damage on the Incineroar. Photon Geyser into the Incineroar slot. Trick Room goes up. Okay. My opponent doesn't know. Does my opponent know I have Trick Room? I'm gonna go for a reverse trick room here, I think. And protect here. If you Flare Blitz, that's fine, because it won't KO Necrozma. Maybe we're gonna play Trick Room more mind games. That's definitely a potential option. Mimikyu could have Taunt, I guess, but I don't think it will. We're gonna see the Protect from the Mimikyu, so that works out beautifully in my favor. Because we'll reverse the Trick Room here. I guess I could have just Hyper Voiced, though. Oh, it's Darkest Lariat. Oh, that means it's probably Z on the Incineroar, which is bad. Does a good amount too. We'll reverse Trick Room here. That's annoying. Actually, wait, no, the Incineroar goes down to another Double Edge, it looks like. I'll just Photon Geyser the Mimikyu and just go for another Double Edge into the Incineroar slot. I either get a KO or I get a lot of damage onto whatever's switching in. I could reverse Trick Room here, but my opponent might be playing that Trick Room mind game once again. And I don't want to risk going for Trick Room and giving my opponent a Trick Room. That sounds really bad to me. I'd rather just get damage into Mimikyu with the Photon Geyser. Like, we're not in a bad spot right now. Doublet should be able to knock out the Incineroar, it looks like. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so don't have to worry about the Incineroar anymore. We're able to get a big Photon Geyser off into the Mimikyu slot, which does half, which is nice. And the Z move coming out, so that is probably gonna be the Mimikunium. Okay, so Mimikunium is gonna appear. Alright, I think I just go Kyogre afterward. So this is gonna target on my Salamence, I imagine. I don't think it's gonna target on Necrozma. Yep. I'll gladly take that trade. And then I'll bring out my Tapu Lele the following turn. Let's see. How much damage is it gonna do? Well, KOs. Actually, no. What am I saying? Yeah, it should KO. So, Salamence goes down. We get the switch into Tapu Lele if Ray comes in. If it's Kyogre, I just double back into my Groudon here. Yeah. So Tapu Lele. Kyogre is going to come back out. And I don't think you go Ray immediately. If you go Ray, you're definitely going Ray on the second turn. I feel like you would protect Mimikyu here. And I think you would double protect and then scout and then go Ray if you have it. So I'm going to go Groudon here and Photon Geyser. This covers an Ice Beam in the Necrozma slot if you expect me to burst. I just don't think you're going to go Ray here. Let's see. Let us see. So retreat Lele, go into Groudon. I wonder if Ray goes down to Photon Geyser too. That's also another question that we have to ask. So this is still a very scary endgame scenario, but I don't think it's that bad of a spot. I gotta watch out though, since Photon Geyser only has 8 power points and we already used 4 after this. So I am gonna need probably at least 3 more. Oh wow, my opponent actually just stayed in. Okay. Goodbye, Mimikyu. I'm guessing that's a Spout. Yeah, that's a Spout. Okay, Rayquaza? Yeah. This is where the game gets complicated, because this Necrozma was slower than the Ray, which is a problem. Well, it depends on what kind of Ray it is, I guess. Should I just double protect? Should I go on the offense? What should I do here? I could go on my opponent choking and Mega Evolving. I'm gonna go Lele here. Because Lele doesn't go down to a Water Spout or anything else. So, at least shouldn't go down without the rain. So we'll go Lele here. Rayquaza protects. Okay, so we revealed that the Rayquaza is not... Okay. Which makes sense because you want to preserve that. Let's see what the Kyogre does. Goes for Spout. Okay. Going for Photon Geyser into Kyogre would have been nice there, but let us see. I think it comes down to how fast this Kyogre is. I'm doubling up the Ray slot with Photon Geyser into Moonblast. I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna save the... I'm gonna keep Necrozma in its base form in case Dragon Ascent comes out in my Necrozma slot. I don't know, this is still really bad. But I think the key... Actually, no, it had to stay in base form. I should have just went for the Photon Geyser into Moonblast. No, this was a bad play. This was a really bad play. Wait, why did he Swords Dance? I think Swords Dance was a bad play. Okay, I think I ended up winning, but I hate the play that I made just now. Because I knock out the Rayquaza, sure. You're going to Spout here. Do you Spout or Pulse? Oh, you Spout. Okay. That was a really bad play. Because he could only outspeed me if he Mega Evolved. And if he Mega Evolved, he lost... The Groudon was freed up. So I think I should have just bursted right there and went for the Photon Geyser. Moonblast. Because I think only unless he gets a double attack, he just goes down for the turn. But then again, he would have Ray next to Kyogre, so I guess he could have Mega Evolved in Fury. Either way, I don't think it was like super solid of a win here. I'm gonna Precipice Blades. I just need to hit one, then I can keep going for Fire Punch. Ice Beam should be a 4-hit KO, I think, on this Groudon. Yeah. We hit our first Precipice Blade, so this game should be sealed. We can go for Fire Punch afterward, and that should deal with the Kyogre. Yep. Not super happy about how I played this one. I think I did mess up. I still think I should have bursted, but I'm not exactly too sure because I think you can make for the argument for both, but I'm pretty sure that it was more unlikely my opponent would actually go for the Mega Evolution. So Fire Punch will knock out the Kyogre here, and that is going to be a good game to my opponent. So position wise, not super happy because we never saw the Z move, and I'm guessing Incineroar carried the Z move if it has Darkest Lariat. Unless maybe it was just like it didn't have this. If it didn't have the Z move, but usually most Incineroars with Darkest Lariat carry the Z move. Otherwise, they would be like Drill Chop, Knockoff, or sometimes we even saw Crunch. I think we saw Crunch get top 4 at NAIC on Jonathan Evans' team. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, show support, as well as you can leave a comment down below and share this video with your friends. If you do want to go an extra mile support me, there is my Patreon page and my Twitch channel. Thank you to everyone who has supported me on those platforms. And if you do want to go an extra mile support my content, you can go do it on there. But otherwise, you can check out Hirofumi's team down below in the description, along with his team report and his Twitter if you are interested. Otherwise, my social medias and other stuff is all listed in the description down below. And be sure to answer the common question of the day. What is your favorite Eevee evolution? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, catch you all later.